Supreme Court TPS ruling June 2026. What it means for families, rights and the rule of law. Full breakdown. Welcome to Law and Life Advocate. On June 25, 2026, the U.S. Supreme Court made headlines with major immigration decisions. In simple terms, they cleared the path for the government to end temporary protected status, or TPS, for thousands of people from Haiti and Syria. Today, I'm giving you a complete, balanced breakdown of what this ruling actually means for real people and for American law. First, let's make sure everyone understands what TPS is. Temporary Protected Status, TPS, is a humanitarian program created by Congress in 1990. It is designed to protect people who cannot safely return to their home country because of war, natural disasters, or other extreme conditions. Here's how it works. The U.S. government designates a country for TPS when conditions are dangerous. People from that country who are already in the United States can apply. If approved, they receive temporary permission to live and work legally in America. They get work permits and protection from deportation while the designation is active. TPS is not a green card or permanent residency. It is meant to be temporary, usually reviewed every 6 to 18 months. Over the years, TPS has been used for countries like Haiti after the 2010 earthquake, Syria due to civil war, Venezuela, Ukraine, and others. Hundreds of thousands of people currently hold TPS, and many have lived in the U.S. for years, some even over a decade, because the crises in their home countries continued. Supporters say TPS is a compassionate lifeline. Critics argue it has sometimes become a backdoor way to stay permanently, which strains public resources and is unfair to people following the normal immigration process. So what exactly did the Supreme Court decide? In the case Mullen v. Doe, the court ruled 6-3 that the Secretary of Homeland Security has broad authority to end TPS designations. Federal courts generally cannot review these decisions, except for certain constitutional claims. The termination of TPS for Haiti and Syria can proceed. The court also supported the government's position on turning away certain asylum seekers at the border who have not yet entered the United States. In plain English, the justices said Congress wrote the TPS law so that these life-or-death decisions belong mainly to the executive branch, not to judges. Now let's talk about real life. For many TPS holders, this ruling brings fear and uncertainty. They have jobs, American-born children, homes, and communities here. Returning to Haiti or Syria right now could mean serious safety risks. On the other side, supporters of the ruling celebrate it as a return to the rule of law. They point out that TPS was always intended to be temporary, not a permanent solution. They argue America should control its borders and prioritize legal immigration pathways. Both sides raise valid points. This is the classic tension in immigration policy. Compassion versus order and legality. This case teaches us important lessons about the rule of law. Statutes matter. The court focused heavily on what Congress actually wrote in the TPS law. Separation of powers matters. The judiciary is not supposed to make immigration policy. Advocacy must be informed. Emotional reactions are understandable, but effective advocacy requires knowing the actual legal rules. Practical steps you can take. Contact your representatives, support legal aid organizations that help immigrants, or get involved in pushing for legislative reform of the TPS program. The Supreme Court's June 2026 TPS ruling is a significant moment in American immigration law. It reasserts executive power over temporary protections while reminding us that law must balance humanity with order. What are your thoughts? Do you support this decision or oppose it? Leave a respectful comment below. I read everyone. If you found this breakdown helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Check the description for direct links to the Supreme Court opinions and reliable resources. Stay informed. Advocate wisely. I'll see you in the next video.